Going on, guys? Sorry these are up so late. I'll be doing for this Friday. I won't be doing a album review or vlog for you. I'll be doing a just kind of like a little talk about Unleash the Archer's music video for Time Stand Still that they released yesterday, and I will also be talking about the new lyric video that Xandria released. So for you guys that don't know, Unleash the Archers released a music video for Time Stand Still on the 1st, which was yesterday. And I was super excited when I first saw that it was uploaded, because Unleash the Archers has always made great music videos. Like, the music video that got me into them, also the first song I heard was Tonight We Ride. And it was Mad Max inspired. Britney's vocals are just amazing. The guitar sounded great. The drums, the bass solo wasn't in that version, but everything just sounded really good. And I was like, wow, this is really, really cool, Unleash the Archers. And I'm glad I looked at my YouTube suggested videos, and glad I clicked on that one. That was pretty good. And then I went back and saw the music videos for General of the Dark Army, which was really excellent. And the music video for Dawn of Ages, which is definitely one of the best, most entertaining and funny music videos I've seen. It definitely actually, I had a couple of good laughs. So it was really cool. Plus, they were playing, Nintendo, so that's always great. But, I just really want to talk about this music video. Don't necessarily have a lot to say about it, but it was very, very interesting. The content, and I guess kind of the message of this video. And what I mean by that is, when it opens and you see the first couple of shots, you see all the different band members are in different periods of time. They're in the Old West, they're, medieval period, they're far in the future, and they have these chests, and they get these chests out, and then they put on these clothes, and they walk through these, time doorways or dimensional doorways, and they meet up, and they're just walking through an alley. All of them come together in this alley from all these different time periods, and they go into this theater where you see three people sitting. It's like totally empty theater. You never clearly see these people's faces, but it's clearly Rob Halford, Tony Iommi, and Dave Mustaine. And these guys, I guess, they're using them to symbolize the fathers of metal. Tony Iommi, Black Sabbath, first heavy metal band. Rob Halford, Judas Priest, Dave Mustaine, Megadeth. These guys are the fathers, or pretty much the forebears and founders of metal, and are considered metal legends in their own right. And Unleash the Archers goes in front of these guys, and they perform in front of them on a stage. And then the ending of the music video is, the characters that are silhouetted holding out their fists, and then putting their thumbs up and down in approval. And it was very, very interesting to me because, and don't get me wrong here, like, I'm not saying, anyone's, bad or anything like that. It's like, Unleash the Archers, they're like, oh yes, we can totally take on, we can totally take on, the torch of metal. Like, we are worthy enough to be, the next legend, the next torchbearers of metal. And I think that's kind of cool. It's very, very bold of them, really. I mean, of course, they're a great band and everything, but it's really just extremely bold for a band to indirectly and sort of kind of directly say, yeah, we're ready for this, we're ready to be the next legend, we're ready to carry the torch for metal for the next generation. And it was really cool because when I first heard the song, that's not really the message I was getting from it. And like, it's very, very interesting, because when the music video started out, I was like, okay, time stands still. Okay, we got, a cowboy here, and then, we got someone in the future, and then we got this hipster guy on the street. I'm like, what is going to happen in this music video? Then they all come together. So it's almost like they're the most, I wouldn't say the most talented musician, but they're like musicians from all these different periods of time came together in this specific time period, and they're saying, we're ready to be the next torch carriers of metal for the next, 20 or 30 so years. And it's funny because when I first heard the song, I thought it was more about history in general. Not specifically about, band becoming the next thing or anything like that. I thought it was just about history, in general, per the title, Time Stands Still, and, with lines like history is written by the victors, you know, which is why I don't really trust any history books that I read, anything like that. But it was just get back to the music videos, it was very interesting because they were in this music video, and up until they got in front of the silhouetted characters, they were just performing. But you could really see, especially during the ending of the song, and just during when the song's fading out, you could just see the emotion and the really intense just need and want of recognition from these three people who are just legends of the genre. And it just really kind of stuck with me because first of all, the acting was really great. Like, they didn't have to say a word, they just looked, they just stared in desperation and intensity and just anticipation. Because if it was ever a thing to where Dave Mustaine and all these different metal legends would sit down and bands could perform in front of them and judge whether they be worthy to carry the torch of this massively diverse, incredibly huge genre, it would be incredibly nerve-wracking, and it would be incredibly just intimidating and probably scary, and you would always constantly be on edge, even if you think you did your best, and if everyone else thinks you did your best. It would just be incredibly intimidating and scary, and you could really see that on their faces. They stop playing, and then they just look on, and it's silent, and you just see the three silhouetted characters, raise their fists with their thumbs, out sideways. And it was just incredible, just the pure emotion on their faces. It just really stuck with me for some reason. I don't really know why, because I watched it once, and I watched it again, and I watched it about 4 times, and I was just really kind of enthralled with it. I wasn't really expecting that to come out of that song, but it was extremely creative, and it was very bold of them, and they're working on a new album now, and they're really an amazing band. They're really excellent, power metal, kind of black metal, death metal. They're really an amazing band, and they made an extremely bold statement with this music video, especially going so far as to have, 3 legends of metal silhouetted, and then, the video cuts right before their thumbs move, but you can tell, their thumbs were raised up. But it was just a very bold statement, and I just really enjoyed the music video because it went along with the music extremely well. It wasn't one of those music videos that was, super flashy, had a ton of special effects or anything like that. It was just kind of more simple, other than walking through the doors and, Britney's futuristic alien-like character making a box appear next to her and stuff. There weren't really, a lot of special effects. They used natural lighting really well when they were walking down the alley, and just in all the outside shots. And the lighting in the theater was extremely well done. And just the acting on the band members' faces, you really could tell that they were taking it seriously, and that they really were feeling the anxiety and the pressure that someone would feel if they were put in that position to be judged by, their legends and, their idols. And it was just really amazing to me. So, very interesting, very bold statement that they made in that music video. I'm not at liberty to say whether, there will be any more legends, especially of that caliber. There probably won't be, but very bold statement, very good music video. I really enjoyed it. It was very enthralling to me, like I say. But just that ending, when it was all silent, you could just see the emotion on each member's face. It was just, that was probably the best part of the music video as far as intensity and just raw emotional feel, because you could see it. and the close-ups were excellently done, and everything about the music video was well done. But just that ending, it was all silent. They were all just looking at the silhouetted characters. It was really, really awesome. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, definitely an excellent music video. Go check it out. I got a link down in the description. Go check out the album too if you haven't. Time Stand Still. It's been out a while, but excellent album. It's the first album by them I heard. It's what got me into them. So yeah, definitely go check it out. Put down a music video link for Tonight We Ride as well. Also a very, very excellent music video. First song by them I heard, first music video I saw, got me hooked. Even showed it to my friend who loved Mad Max, and he even loved it. So just excellent, but go check it out. Also check out the review for Xandria's lyric video down in the description as well. And thank you all so much. If you like these videos, give me a like or a comment, subscribe, and rock on.